Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Go on, hurt. Omaha.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Brings up third and 2.
Murray now. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
The Cardinals at 2-8 now in the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On play action, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Murray to air it out again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
That's one. One.
To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when a knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Well, look at this Arizona defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's got it to the 43 here. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run for Gibbs here. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down, Lions.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 4. The slot man in motion right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it on play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Murray to the right side, and he's got more complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Murray now on first down. Short one here, caught by McBride. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. to throw. It's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray.
And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Second and 4.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball down quick, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the
board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No calls on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown
from 10 yards out.
And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score, Cardinals 14, Lions 10. Riley Patterson, the kickoff.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Flush to his right, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Throwing now is Murray. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Big guys.
Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Desmond King picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. Now inside the 25. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins taking it in. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying to...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Michael Dana, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
What are we doing?
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit and time fading. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 87 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
2nd and 3. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around.
Again, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And the Cards are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here.
Murray now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Murray looking to change the play here. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
To throw is Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Arizona, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home